Hey, Mark.
Hey Joe, good to catch up again.
Yes. Now, tell me about your experience and how you came about hyperbaric oxygen therapy and your personal experience.
This is the modality I'm really excited about. When you guys first talked to us about this, I had a scuba diving background, so I understood the principles of in a gas under pressure. With that knowledge, it made sense to me that if you're breathing essentially pure oxygen, there's no danger in that, of course, but it's just such a, I guess, a fundamental building block of life that it made sense to me that under pressure I would get an even greater outcome. But then when I started looking at my own personal journey and with my dad who had demented and then ultimately passed away and had gone from, being a world-leading scientist in his field to really just losing all that in a very short period of time, I started to think about, well, there's some genetic element here too, I'm quite sure. And so I thought, well, I just don't want to sit around wondering what might happen. Mm-hmm. And that's where our discussions with Cryoscience and Infinity started. But when I understood that this technology can actually increase new blood vessels, angiogenesis.
That's right.
I was like, wow, that's amazing. And it started to make sense to me as to why for neural disorders, if you will, dementia, Alzheimer's in particular, then it made sense to me that this could really make a difference. So much so I've actually invested personally in one of these because I think what it can do for people with any sort of neural issue, injury, risk of dementia, for example, I just think it's just such an amazing technology. So I've now been using this for 6 months. And
how do you feel?
Feel amazing. I mean, I'm not a person who can lie on a lounge in the afternoon and fall asleep, but when I get in that, I do. Mentally, I'm thinking about that oxygen really permeating my body under pressure. And of course, the Infinity chamber can go to 2 atmospheres where most can't, so we're getting a really turbocharged outcome. So I go to the full 2 atmospheres,
right, which
I know is going to sort of supercharge the benefit. In terms of longer term benefits, I think probably the primary one I've noticed is I'm sleeping better.
Great.
Relaxing. And I don't know, you'd be able to tell me what's going on there. And I mean, it seems to me in 5 years or 10 years, what this could do for people and, the next generation of younger folks, I guess, and particularly people at high risk of head injuries, sports players, rugby league, rugby union, all the AFL. I think this is going to become a really important bit of technology for people down the track.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.